Anna, have you ever noticed how most people speak English like they're trying to win something?
Win something? Like, what do you mean?
Like they're performing, not communicating. Every word becomes a test, not a bridge.
Yeah, I've felt that. Sometimes when I talk to native speakers, I feel like I'm trying to prove I belong.
Exactly. That's the trap. When speaking becomes about impressing, not connecting.
So you're saying the goal isn't to sound perfect, but to sound real.
Exactly. English isn't about sounding like someone else. It's about sounding like yourself in another language. You know, Ennard, humans were connecting long before language existed. Words came later to make the connection clearer. But somewhere along the way, we started using words to hide instead of reveal.
To hide?
Yes, we polish our words so much that they stop shining.
That's beautifully sad.
It is. But it's also the beginning of learning how to speak with heart again.
So, how do I do that, Paul? How do I stop trying to impress and start connecting?
Start by listening. Real listening. When you listen with curiosity, your words come from empathy, not ego.
Empathy instead of ego. I like that.
Yes, when you try to impress, your mind says, "How do I sound?" But when you try to connect, your heart asks, "How do they feel?"
So, real communication begins when I care more about understanding than performing.
Exactly. And that's when your English becomes beautiful, not because it's perfect, but because it's alive. Let's try something. I'll say a line twice. You tell me which one connects more. First one, "It's nice to meet you." Second, "It's really nice to meet you."
The second one, it felt warmer.
Right. Same words, different intention. Connection lives in intention.
So, intention is like the soul of speaking.
Exactly, Anna. The soul of language.
You know, Anna, I think I've spent years trying to sound fluent, not genuine.
Most people do. But fluency isn't speed, it's presence. When you speak slowly and with care, people feel safe with your words.
That's so true. Sometimes when people speak fast, I stop listening. It feels like noise.
Yes, but when someone speaks with warmth, even broken English feels powerful.
Like emotion is more fluent than grammar.
Exactly. Emotion speaks every language.
But what about accent? Some people say I should change mine to sound more native.
Let me tell you something. Your accent is the music of your story. Why would you erase it?
Music of my story. I've never thought of it that way.
Every accent carries history, culture, and courage. The only accent you should fear is the one that hides who you are.
That makes me want to speak more freely.
Good, because connection starts when you stop apologizing for being yourself. Do you know why we love listening to children talk?
Because they sound cute.
That too. But mostly because they speak without armor. They don't try to impress, they just express.
So confidence doesn't mean perfection. It means honesty.
Beautifully said. Confidence is just truth without fear.
Sometimes when I talk in English, I can feel my energy shrink, like I'm afraid to be seen.
That's because you're performing, not connecting. When we perform, we hide behind words. When we connect, we become the words.
Become the words. That's powerful.
Yes, when you speak, don't think of English as something you use. Think of it as something you feel through.
Like a bridge, not a mask.
Exactly. English is a bridge between hearts, not a filter for perfection. Here's something I tell all my students. When you speak, imagine the person in front of you as someone who matters deeply to you.
Why?
Because connection grows in emotional safety. When your heart opens, your words follow.
So love improves language?
Every single time.
Sometimes I forget that English isn't just a skill, it's a way of touching someone's heart.
Exactly. And the funny thing? When you speak to connect, people end up being more impressed than if you tried,
That's ironic at its finest.
right? The more you chase attention, the less you get it. But the more you share your truth, the more people listen.
So the secret to powerful English is caring.
Yes, caring enough to mean what you say and to listen when others speak.
That feels human.
That's because it is. Connection is humanity speaking out loud. Let's try something, Anna. I want you to say this sentence. I'm learning English because I want to connect with people.
I'm learning English because I want to connect with people.
Now again, but this time, imagine someone lonely waiting to understand you. Speak to them.
I'm learning English because I want to connect with people.
You see the difference?
It felt alive this time.
That's connection. You didn't just say it, you felt it. We live in a world full of noise, Anna, but very few people actually speak with presence.
Presence?
Yes, the energy of being fully here, in this moment, with this person. When you speak with presence, every word becomes a heartbeat.
So speaking with presence is like giving someone your attention as a gift.
Beautiful. That's exactly it.
Paul, I think I've always been trying to sound smart in English, but I've never tried to sound kind.
And kindness is the new fluency. It makes people remember how you made them feel, not how many words you knew.
I like that. Kindness is the new fluency.
Put that on your wall.
Maybe I will.
Let's finish with a short reflection. I'll say a few lines, you repeat them. Ready?
Ready.
I don't speak English to prove my worth.
I don't speak English to prove my worth.
I speak to share who I am.
I speak to share who I am.
I don't perform to be admired.
I don't perform to be admired.
I express to be understood.
I express to be understood.
And that, Anna, is what it means to speak to connect, not to impress.
Speak to connect, not to impress. I'll remember that.
Good. Because connection always speaks louder than perfection.
That one felt healing.
That's because truth always heals.